The 25th edition 1979 00 gauge catalogue from Hornby was really quite a lovely one. Had a lot of new stuff in there as well. So you've got the 01 ultimate control system at the start. This was the latest greatest breakthrough in controlling your layout. So there's a good few pages dedicated to that. This was a forerunner basically of the DCC systems now. When you start getting onto the normal pages, and you've got a nice clear kind of layout index there showing the various things. So you've got the buildings, you've got the train sets, you've got locomotives, you've got track, you've got accessories, wagons, you know, more accessories, signals, and so on. So there's quite a lot in there. Lovely looking introduction. And then you come on to the train sets. Now this is where they really excelled themselves on this particular year. So you've got a lovely big page there leading into a double page spread. This was part of an advertising campaign as well, I believe, with the boy with the big LMS Duchess Class train set. Massive great box. You've got the R783 GWR freight set and R784 LMS local goods sets, both in there. You've got the little track plans as well being shown. Then you go to the more modern versions, although these are no longer modern now, 40 odd years on. You've got the BR freight set, the LNER heavy goods set, the R787 BR express freight set, then another small one, the R788 GWR branch passenger set, and the R789 BR high-speed train set, the R790 BR intercity set. This is quite nice. The Class 37s, I saw one of those the other night at local train station. Thought, wow, there's a really old train. You know, bearing in mind that looking back now, that is about as modern as that would have been for somebody in 1979 looking through this catalogue. Okay, so this is the R791 LMS Express passenger set. Very nice. Duchess of Sutherland. Then you start going on to things like this. So they're talking about the layout extensions here. This is when you could get the R997 three-part preformed layout. This is a plastic layout that you could basically attach together. You can still find the odd one on eBay, but they're not massively common because, of course, they broke over time. Then the track packs, number 1, number 2, number 3 track packs, and then the various track accessories, so extra power clips, weirdly in red, I've never seen a red one, buffer stops, re-railers, uncouplers, level crossings, the ballast foam, fences, and so on. There's a little bit about track, so this is showing the different types you can get, including the lovely adjustable, flexible track. It gives you a good idea there of what could be achieved. Looks a bit complicated to me. Then you come on to locomotives, and this is just a lovely shot. I mean, that's a really beautiful photograph to be putting in there. Really says it all. Motive, power, magnificence. Good use of stock photographs from the past. So starting off, the passenger selection. So you've got a lovely sort of shot there showing it in situ with some engine sheds or what have you. Then you've got straightforward side-on views, catalogue shots, which display each model nicely. Then you've got more of the passenger section, and you've got a good range of locomotives in here and a good range of liveries. A classical assortment. Then the pilots, pickups, shunters and workaday diesels. So you've got, for example, the pannier and the little shunter there, and then the Jinties, you know, and then you've got modern day shunter. You've got these kind of more industrial looking diesel locomotives. Then you come onto the coaches. I get a nice bit of photography there, a nice stock shot from the past. The GWR ones, you've got the badge there, and the LNER coaches with the badge there as well, or crest. British Rail, London, Midlands, Scotland. Got to say, the fonts are awful. I mean, come on, really? Really? LMS? Then the Royal Mail coach, look at that. The LMS one, the R413, that's great fun. Coach lighting units as well, so you could add that into your coach and make it look really cool. Then the Southern Railways and Pullman coaches, and then the more modern British Rail coaches. A nice kind of layout shot. Wagons, merchandise on the move. So you've got your catalogue side-on shots there showing the different models, and the stock shot there. So it's lovely. This, you know, you've got a double page spread showing you loads and loads of wagons in there. Some new for 1979, so the BR Mineral wagon, for example, and the GLW Open wagon. So, you know, it's quite nice that they mark it like that. And the action accessories. So you've got the crane, you've got the operating all wagon set. This is quite good. You know, I mean, that shows the two together, and that looks kind of fun, you know, and exciting and so on. But the reality is, you've got a load of sand everywhere, but it looks good. Then the power controllers, the light switches and or signal switches and so on. Another nice shot there. So you're seeing what you can achieve just by using the buildings. So you've got your engine sheds and your station buildings together, so you can put those two together. That's two of the normal stations put together to make a different shape, something that suits yourself. And then showing the interior of a train station with a nice bit of steam. Station accessories. So here you go, you've got the station holes and the ticket offices and the stations and the platforms and the fencing and the bridges and the canopies and the people and the supports for the canopies. You know, this is really a nice catalogue. So then the station halt, nice little one to go with a nice little train. The branch line station, the town station, and the main line station. Now these were the new versions, because up until a year or two before, you were still seeing the Hornby selection being the old triangle stuff, the kind of Art Deco 1950s look. You've got the engine shed, water tower, good shed. So there's a good range of different things that you'd want. And then the one that everybody lusted after, the turntable. Look at that. You could drive your loco onto there and you could spin it round. Like I say, we all lusted after it. I've got absolutely no idea why we'd want one. It just looks massively complicated, takes up a lot of space. Signal gantry. So this is quite good because you've got a good range here. You've got these kind of T-shaped gantries. You've got the left to right sided gantries. Obviously you've got the extension kits. You can make yourself a nice big cross platform gantry. Cross platform, you know what I mean, to go across multiple tracks. You can put the two arms onto the one and so on. So that's really good. We had really good versatility on the signals. These ones disappeared soon after. Unfortunately, they weren't available in the 1981 range. So signal boxes, signal control sets. You've got obviously the semaphore signals, all the coloured light sets. Bridges and inclines. So if you wanted to put a bit of height onto things. This tunnel is absolutely hideous. I mean, just what? It's short and it's ugly. You know, the inclines and the piers and the sidewalls, the girder bridges, the viaducts and normal bridges, all good stuff. And then you start getting the fancy stuff. So you've got Dunster Station here. Now, this is massively different to the normal sort of stations. The coaling stage there. You know, these things had to be built from kits to some degree or another. And you had obviously the petrol stations and so on. But it was kind of odd why they had something different, I think. Clockwork train set is moved to the back. Instead of being right at the front of the train sets, you know, you've got the child's one, the basic entry level cheap one, pushed further back. Then they start showing you the track plans catalogue, the 5th edition, which I've already covered on a previous video. And then right at the back, you've got the end of the catalogue and the R989 Hornby Book of Trains. Now this one has obviously come from BT, so they've had their name and addresses popped onto the back of it. As an idea, let's have a look at the price listing here. So this is 1979 price list. The GWR freight set, because I've got one of those and you'll see in here plenty of references, was $16.95 or $23.43 with a controller. Going down to the LMS Express passenger set, you're looking at $41.45 or $47.42 if you include a controller. So you've got an expensive setup there, and that was a big box, good few feet long. So let's have a look. So your cheapest locomotive, cheapest engine, the R041, £9.85, about a tenner. You're looking about 35 quid on eBay for one of those now, second hand. And then going along, what have we got? What have we got that we could look at? So a coach. Coach is generally about £3.50. Wagons, £1.50. So you're talking for a standard sort of wagon between £1.10 and really £1.10 to £1.50 for a standard thing. Then you start getting the special ones. Station accessories, let's have a look. So your booking hall, that's the big one, the R512, that's £3.85. Not bad. Mainline station, which was that, and the what was it called? Branch line station opposite, it's £5.85, so you get the two for that. The town station, which was massive, £9.35. So you've got loads of different ideas there. Track and track accessories as well, so double straight of 44p, not bad. Set of points, right hand point £2.55, and then right down to construction kits as well. So that's your 1979 offerings from Hornby Railways. Really a lovely catalogue actually. I think this is in my favourites, in my top 2 or 3 I would say. Really nicely laid out, really nicely photographed, really nicely put together.